Hey everybody, welcome back to another No Frills toy review. This time we're going to be looking at the DC Comics Multiverse Batman The Dark Knight Returns Armoured Batman figure. If you've seen my last review on the Multiverse Robin figure, you'll know that I didn't exactly think too much of the figure. I thought it felt cheap, tacky and nasty. Me being a Batman fan, I had to get this one. It looks the part in the box. Whether it'll be any better, we'll have to wait and see. So what we'll do is we'll crack this open, the box, and we'll see what it looks like. We'll be back soon. And there he is out of the box. First of all, we'll go over the Build-A-Figure parts you get. As with this wave, you are getting the Doomsday figure parts. I think what I did in my Robin figure, I think I got his leg or something. With this one you get the pants section and you also get Doomsday's head. Like I said in my Robin review, it's an honest review, which all my reviews are. I don't side with anything. If I think a figure is awful, I will tell you about it. Because let's face it, if I think it's awful, why would I want you wasting your hard-earned money on something that is awful? So let's get into this one. This one, I am absolutely in love with it. This is a great figure. As with most of the Multiverse, you know, you do get parts that look a bit too plasticky and not enough detail. It's a bit of a boring finish on parts of the armor, but other than that, I think it's a great figure. What I do love most about this is the armored section is actually a rubberized, and you can push it in. It's not hard plastic. It will actually move. You know, it's not going to restrict much of your movements. It's absolutely great. I love this figure. So, you know, as much as I ranted on in the last Robin review, Metallic Multiverse, when it comes to this figure, I take my hat off to you. It's you've done it justice to pretty much how it is in the comics and how it is into the animated movie as well. It really is a great figure. I love the style of the cape, the armor. You know, I've just got a thing for Armored Batman, whether it's in the Batman versus Superman or whether it's out the Dark Knight Returns films and comics. The one thing that is not ideal on it is you've got the little gun, and it just doesn't seem to fit in the hand very well. Although you got a trigger figure that can hold it in there, it just seems the handle is a little bit too short. It just doesn't look right while it's in the hand. The finish on the gun, I'm pretty sure it's the piece that he fires at the is it Batman and electrocutes him. It does look a bit metallic-y, shiny, plasticky mold. You know, they could have done with a little bit more on that. But don't let that put you off the figure. It really is great. I love the gritty look on Batman's face. I just can't say enough about it. It really is a good thing. It is. This figure here has gone a little bit of a way to redeeming the Multiverse figure line, in my opinion. So if we just take the gun out of the hand, and we'll get into give him a size check. If I stand him upright, so it is a 7-inch figure, which is great with the rest of the other figures. If you stand him next to a new 52 Martian Manhunter, they're pretty much size for size. And even if you put him next to an Oracle in the wheelchair, you know, it doesn't look out of size scale at all there. So let's get into the articulation on this little boy. So with the head, it does turn 360 degrees, but that's pretty much about it. You get a little bit of side movement and a little bit of tilt down and a little bit of tilt up, but nothing major. Obviously his head would be restricted by his armor anyway. With the arms, so the arms got to about there, which isn't too bad on this figure actually. Like I said, you know, when he's wearing his armor, he's going to be restricted slightly. They do go all the way around. There is an upper bicep swivel that goes all the way around. Single joint in the elbow, so doesn't bend a great deal. You can't even get 90 degrees out of it, but it's still not bad. Like I said, if it was real armour, it would be hindered slightly. And you've also got the hands will twist at the wrist as well. So that's that. You've got no waist swivel. Doesn't look like there's any ab crunch as well, so you're pretty much basic in that upper part. As regards to the legs articulation, so the legs will, I don't want to force it because I don't know how far it'll go. You got the rubber part of the suit is basically stops it from going out any further than that. If you try forcing it any more, then you probably will break the legs. You can turn them. That's about it on the leg swivel. There's no movement in the upper thigh or anything. The knee bend will go down to about that far, which isn't too bad. You know, I'm happy enough with that. When it comes to the feet, oh, you have actually got a twist below the knee there, which will go 360, which is good. Then you've got your articulation in the foot itself. There isn't a great deal, but you have got some movement there. I'm not going to complain about this. Like I said, it looks great and it feels great. It doesn't feel cheap and plasticky, unlike the Robin did. I think they've done a really good job with this, and I just can't hype it up enough, really. So, although if any of you have got any of the Multiverse line and have been put off by the sheer cheapness of the figures, of how they feel and how they look, get this one. I can't recommend this highly enough, especially if you're a big fan of the Dark Knight Returns. This absolutely does it justice. You know, I just can't shut up about it. So I take my hat off to you on this figure, to Mattel. You've done a really good job on it. I just wish that you would take notes and do similar things to all your other figures. But unfortunately, that's yet to be seen. So there you go. There is the Batman Dark Knight Returns Armoured Batman figure from the Multiverse range. Like I said, if you've been put off this figures, buy all the other ones. I get this one. Don't let this one slip through your grasp. I just can't shut up about it. It really does look good. I like the white of the eyes. I love the grin, the real stern look on the face. Everything is just in touch with how it should look, and I'm just, you know, I just can't stop talking about it. I know I'm gonna have to eventually for this video, but no, there it is. It is pretty good. Hopefully the Superman version of this will look pretty good and feel just as good. But and you even got like the spikes on the shoes as well, and you have got 2 foot peg holes as well. A really great figure, can't get enough of it. So Mattel Multiverse, I'll give you the thumbs up on this one. Please improve on your figures, and people will be buying a lot more. The way I see it is a lot of the Multiverse figures are overpriced for what you get. The other lines of figures are cheaper and a lot better, but this one is definitely worth getting from the Multiverse range. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please click like if you've enjoyed it, and if you want to share it, feel free to share it to anybody else who's thinking about getting this figure and wants to know more about it. Other than that, we'll be back in the near future with another toy review. So until next time, thanks for watching.